Thank you. My headset was still connected. We're good? No, it's me. I fixed it, right? Thank you. Earbuds. I sleep with headphones on. That's my problem. We have to get over my technical difficulties because I am a moron most days. Thank you for your assistance with my technical difficulties. I appreciate you. Just waiting on coffee. Hey, Katie, did you find Anita? Did you text her? I was just curious how she's feeling. Like that. Hi, good morning. Welcome to a late edition of Pizza, Potions, and Prosecco. As you can see, I was late this morning. I decided to hang out in bed for a few extra, for a little bit extra, and I look like, what's his name from Taxi this morning. So, hi, good morning. Welcome to Pizza, Potions, and Prosecco, where we chat about magic and all sorts of things. Here, we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's what we do. You slept in too? Okay, good. How you feeling? And the rest of these people, they're the witchy family. We sit around and we talk over coffee. It's first cup. Welcome. I was up till 5, mood. I know, I texted you. Well, because so Miriam says, oh my God, the other day my daughter asked why I was ringing a bell, and I told her it was to call the ancestors. My husband says, okay, Eddie Murphy. I didn't understand it until he mentioned Mulan. Oh, I never saw Mulan. I didn't know that. That's funny. I didn't know that. I don't like these glasses, as you can tell. I have to go get my other glasses. I'll be right back. I don't like these. They're driving me crazy. And I'll be distracted all day. train off. Does anybody else have that happen? See, that's why I'm distracted. I checked Anita. She's not read them either. I can try her on Instagram. Somebody, we know where she works. Tomorrow, we know the place she works, and she's usually there. You know the name of the place. Hi, Jen Snow, Jen of the North, Jen of the Night's Watch. Hello, good morning. Welcome. Welcome to this. Oh, I did not do the date at the top of the hour to let everybody know. Hello, good morning. Today is June 1st, Thursday. We are late. It's in the 9 o'clock hour. And in case you're watching in the future, I just wanted to let you know. You don't know how many messages I get at the bottom of these that go, oh, I've been talking for 20 minutes. I didn't realize you weren't live. Angela goes, oh, yes. I'm back. Got confused and was on yesterday's video. See, that's why I say that I know. I was thinking about that. I have a lot to say today. There's a lot. Sandy, that's a good point. I thought about that. I use the same thumbnail every day. That's annoying. I was thinking about that. All right, let me talk about that. I have to write these things down. Hi, good morning. Hold on. All right, so that was the thumbnail. I have a lot of things to talk about. I have to write them down, or you know me, I'll fucking forget. Place a character who burns the incense and bangs the gong to awaken the ancestors. I never saw Mulan. Thank you for that. That's hysterical. I have always rung that bell. I've always rung that bell, My daughter wanted to whistle at 5 a.m. I said, do not. She said, but Mom, it's not night. I said, it's dark out. Do not. Do you know who whistles all the time? So much so that my husband makes fun of me. Okay, she messaged Anita. Anita is another now one of my notes. We don't let you go too long. Like if you're a regular and you didn't check in with me to go, hey, because Anita checks in, but to tell us she's not well. That's the difference. Anita keeps checking in and going, I'm not feeling well. She hasn't been feeling well. That's the difference with Anita. But if you just stop checking in with us, eventually we will leave you be. We will leave you be. But if, like poor Brown Sugar, she was sick too long. Remember, she came back. It was like months later. We were like, oh, my God, where the fuck have you been? We really just thought you didn't like us anymore. And she was just like, oh, my God, she was in the hospital. We had no idea. We had no way of getting in touch with her. We know where Anita works. I know where she works. And she's supposed to be there tomorrow. But she was working on Bobby Kennedy's campaign. I do know that, too. All right. I'm pinning it. I put Anita in a bubble over here. And happy birthday to your daughter, Miriam. So anybody, again, watching in the future, hello. Today is Thursday, June 1st. And if you would like to see these comments, there's some setting around here and these here. Hello, good morning, Tamala. There's like some setting where you can watch this in the replay and see the comments at the same time. I don't know how to do that. Dragon knows how to do that. They will find you. Yeah, Katie will find you. Speaking of Katie, I just would like you guys. The button doesn't work yet because I need her schedule. But Ask Annie Katie's page is living on my website right now. It's living there. It needs the button needs direction. That's all. The little button needs direction. It needs to be told where to go. So we're going to talk about the logistics of that today. I texted it to Penny. I have to tell you, this is me at 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, I text Katie. Katie's sleeping like normal folks. because Katie's sleeping like normal people are sleeping, right? But I know it's 3 o'clock Eastern time, and I know Penny's awake. And I know Penny's awake, and I said, I need that putt. Oh, see, I wanted to talk. See, I need that button. I had a strange dream. I'm telling you, I think I know what we're gonna do, Katie. I have an idea. I have an idea of how this works. So anyway, we're gonna talk about that. But I got that up there because I wanted to show you off. I'm sorry. So I sent it to Penny. I'm like, are you awake? She's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, do you want to see something fun? She's like, yeah. I'm like, here. So everybody hang on to your strange dreams. It's going to be up any day now. I have an idea about that. I do. So I did. I sent it to Penny. I was like, look at this. She's like, oh my God, it's great. I go, I know. We were very excited, like children. And I'm like, she's not awake. What am I going to do? She's not awake. I have to talk to somebody about it. She's like, of course I'm awake. And she was too, thank goodness. I said, I know who's awake. I read it to my hubby. He goes, it was, I rearranged what you wrote. I rearranged it. I need good bones in order to write something. It's very, I wrote that, which will go up on the website today too. Not my website. Will go up in band today too, the blog. The Pizza, Potions, and Prosecco blog will be hitting the 2 communities. That was difficult. See, that's difficult for me, is creating it from scratch. What I needed was your base. And I just literally moved the 2 paragraphs and I dressed it up. That's all. You know what I mean? I just dressed it up. But that's, that is part of my design. I know readers have told me that. My design is, I improve things. I improve systems that are already there. I'm like an ideas person. I have the spark. If there's a system, I can improve it. But the creation of it, sometimes is the thing that gets me stuck. I did last night too. I beat up my mother-in-law verbally. Awesome. I hope you wrote it all down so that when you have to say it actually in real life, you fucking remember it. It's like a script. It was way harder than you thought it would be. I know. It's Penny approved. She goes, it's Penny approved. Fucking fabulous. Yeah, I improve it. I need bones, though. I'd be a good ghostwriter, I think. You know what I mean? For somebody who, wanted to write a book and, had bones of it, I would be good in that capacity. It's this, when you start it from scratch is where I'm I don't know. If I download it, it's different. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's a download and I'm just writing it, that's a whole other I don't think that's me, though. You know what I mean? I don't think that's me. All right. Thank you. So Annie Katie, her page is up. So I wanted you guys to see it. It looks good. It's great. I have an idea about it. I want to talk about it. You and I will talk about it. It'll be live soon. Hopefully, I'm working my little fingers to the bone, obviously, between the website and the fucking calendar. So the calendar is up quite literally for June, July, and August, all of which is subject to change. And I'm talking about 5 Point Society for Witches, which is a membership-only community off of the interwebs where we gather online. So I put all of the calendars up. August is very loose, so think about that. I wanted to speak to July for a second. June for a second. I know we are in June, and June just went up, and I couldn't apologize for that more. Notice the weekends are pretty free. It's June. Again, I people are running ragged and they don't want to. I don't want you to feel like your magical practice is a burden. And I want it, we are here to facilitate like a practice. That's what our community is. So it's empty on the weekends. I made it empty on the weekends because I know everybody is losing their minds. And it's a little light. There's no witchcrafting this month. I left that out because Juneteenth, because Father's Day, because graduations, because like all of these things in June just make it very, very busy. And so I left off witchcrafting, and I left the weekends literally empty. Okay. July, if you go to all of the book clubs in July, it actually lists like all the homework, like everything we're going to be reading and everything like that you should be reading, because I feel like the book clubs have gotten a little lazy. Yeah, I said it. I said it. So I picked up the pace. I feel like we all got a little lazy. I'm not, it's all around. I'm kicking everyone in the ass because it's June and that's what we do. I'm lighting a fire. Yeah, Sunday Coven. There's not, because I wanted to talk to you about that. That's why that's not up. I didn't know if you wanted it on a Sunday. I didn't know if you wanted to do it on a weekday again. June is then there's a whole week there's that whole week at the end of June by the 30th that there's nothing going on. Maybe you want to have it then, is what I was thinking. So yeah, see, you already have 2 8th grade graduations already. Like, I get it. That's why June is, when you look at the calendar, look at how June is empty on the weekends. We are still going to schedule a Sandy night 3 of Color Magic. Yeah, I'm lighting a fire. I feel like we all got a little lazy in the book clubs. So the book clubs are all going to pick up. There's too many of them for me. For me, there's too many of them going on simultaneously. That was the mistake I made. I have never run so many different groups at the same time. And admittedly, I reached my max with the 4th. So there's 4, I'll call them classes, for those of you watching in the future and have no idea what I'm talking about. We have people start and are on a 13-month cycle. I have 4 of those sort of running simultaneously. 2 of them are beginner, 2 of them are like second year. And there's 4 book clubs. And so the 4 book clubs are confusing the shit out of me. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out where we are. And that's my problem. And so the book clubs have gotten confusing for me. So they've gotten fucked up for you, I feel like. So we're going to fix that. And I've added it all out there. If you see it now, each one says where we are, where we're supposed to be, what's next. So for the next 3 months, you know what you should be reading. And everybody will be finished with one of the books in August. Like, either the beginners will be finished with the Jason Miller book by August, like finished with it. And the 2 apprentice groups will be finished with this book, the yellow book. You guys everyone will finish this for the summer. So if you get to read, if you're slow, get to reading it, because you're gonna finish it for the summer. When we all get back, when I get back from Sicily, we're gonna talk about that one. We're gonna continue, in the other book every month. But that was finally I don't know, the fog lifted, whatever it was. I'm not sure. I've talked about it ad nauseum. I'm going to move on from it. I talked about it ad nauseum. It was like that calendar last month was the bane of my existence. So there's a couple things and I think it was because I needed to schedule all 3 months, and I needed to wrap my head around all 3 months, and I couldn't see all 3 months, and I was trying to do that. Yeah, so everybody, I just had a phone call. Am I okay? I just had a phone call. Am I okay? By the way? I just want to check. Sometimes my sound gets wonky when I have a phone call on the tubes of you. Okay. So yeah, so start reading. Some of you are already halfway through this book. The OG apprentices are halfway through this book. Thanks, Penny. It's you know, I'm not saying it's a lot. I'm not complaining about it. That's not what I'm doing. They're just energetically, I think because I had to do all 3 months at the same time, my brain was like, no, you got to sit. You got to do all 3 months. You got to sit and schedule all 3 months before you put it in the calendar. And that's why I couldn't do it. I know. I'm fine. I'm not complaining. I kicked its ass last night. I have still a few more things to like iron out. But we never miss a meeting. We always have our, 12 fucking meetings a month. Like, we never miss them. I show up physically. It was just that fucking calendar. I was like, oh my fucking God, what is wrong with me? So, Color Magic 4. Oh, so great. Sandy, I'm glad you just chimed in. You're my next note. So I love you for that. Color Magic 4 in July and Crystal Grids in August is the next fucking statement out of my mouth. And then jointly chakras, but I am not going to jointly chakras. Because last night I decided I'm going to do a little beginner sound. And when I say a little beginner sound, it'll be probably a 2-hour workshop, and it'll probably be on a weekend. I'm going to do a sound workshop, I think. So at some point, I'll just do a sound one. And then, yes, Sandy's going to do 1 chakra a month, like a beginner, the system, the 7 major. Again, half of your witchcraft books talks about this system. We learn and explore these systems as a magical community. So she's going to go over that. That's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm going to pull out I took a class like that once where we were all in a chakra for the month. We lived it. We wore the color. It was, with meditations. Those are great. Yeah. Those are great. Awesome. We did that. That's exactly, it was really good. Do I have those notes? Hold on. Oops, I did. They're right here because I just pulled them out. I don't remember why I pulled them out. Oh, that's sacred plant medicine. Sacred plant medicine. Hold on. How that? I swear I just pulled it out. Oh, those are my Reiki certifications. Oh, those are my certifications. Oh, for fuck's sake. I swear I just pulled that out. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we had this whole, it was like once a month. I was up watching you put the calendar in. Oh God, the calendar. I got it. Calendar's done. I'm also going to delegate that calendar to Katie in the future. But it was it was Intro to the Chakras is what it was called. 7 major. She talked about, the 7 major. I'm trying to see what she had in this beginner situation. It was really good. I remember. She went over things like the color, the element, sense, aspect of intelligence, archetype, gland, physical, lesson, the lesson you learned, balanced energy, excessive energy, deficient energy. We talk about that all the time. A chakra or an energy center is not just, blocked. It doesn't always just need energy. Sometimes it needs to be stabilized. Sometimes it's like when you go to the chiropractor. Anyway, that's going to be great. So that's coming up too. This is all exclusive content for 5 Point Society for Witches. For those of you that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, it's almost another meeting this morning. It's almost another coven meeting right here. So, yes. And lastly, I will say on our meeting, the way I think I'm going to run, because we have September and October groups are like, when I say graduating, right? Not to be in those book clubs again. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to have book clubs. There's just going to be 4 books there, or maybe more, is what I was thinking. Again, picking up the pace. Maybe it's 2 books and we read 6 months, 6 months. And then that's just it. There's just these 4 book nights, and anybody can show up to any time. There's not necessarily like a year and a day study, but for one seeker study. Do you know what I mean? And I'll have that running, like one seeker group, that if you want to join for the year and have a structured learning, like a structured, I'm a beginner witch, I need this year and a day, I need this laid out in a way that I can comprehend it for a year. And then there's like a dedication at the end. I'll still do that, I think. But I think that's just going to be like a side program. You know what I mean? And then we're just, when I say just, those of us in community are reading books, practicing magic, meeting on full moons. Like, we're just existing that way. I you know what I'm saying? Less about that year and a day. 7. Right. Exactly. Correct. That's exactly. I like the dedication at the end for somebody who's just showing up. Hey, Sassy, how are you, honey bunny? So there'll be a little bit of restructure coming up for the next year, starting in September. Because that's when my September people graduate. That's when the new seeker will start. So it'll be like I have a year and a day coming up. That's it. That's the only structure I think I'm gonna have is a beginner year and a day. The rest of you will be on monthly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the rest of you are just on a monthly situation. Well, it's growing faster than I can handle it, Tamala. That's my problem. It's not a problem. I shouldn't say it's a problem. Logistically, it's an issue because it's growing faster than I can handle it. I know. Do you know? So that's my issue. It just grows faster than I can handle it. Well, yeah, because that'll be what it'll take for me to. Well, it would be 3 if Well, from the Christopher Penczak tradition, maybe. Bright here, you're so funny. I will be in that tradition, and that would take 5 years. If I did move into like clergy in that system, yes. I am in it for year 1, and that's what I know. And I know that I will complete year 1. We will see beyond that. I love this system. I'm sure I would take year 2 as well. You know that I love his system because there's no dogma in his system, which is why I love it so much. Do you know what I mean? There's no fucking dogma in it. Or less. Maybe it's less. Less? Can't explain it. I know. I'm really trying to figure out Temple Fest this year. It's September, right? September. And you're reading it now, Bright Tear? Not in our group reading it? You're not in group reading it with us? Because that's one of our book clubs. Is Outer Temple. Well, Inner Temple is too. Leanne's like, I love this group. Well, I feel like we exist. Oh, okay. I was going to say, yeah, we're doing that too. I think I would do that. I would complete that formal training through him. No, because I changed it for you. Oh, but you could still use, it's still there. I told everybody that. I'm going to say that again. It's still there. We're still doing it. You could do it. I told everybody that. I'm like, listen, it's up. It's there. You could do it. Yes. No, I told everybody that. But we're not gonna beat that horse again. We've talked about that in the book clubs. Okay. All right. So, okay. So we've gone over, we've gone over the calendar. We have gone over my vacation. We keep having these. We had to have, I guess this is like a mini coven meeting. Yeah, you can still watch. See, I think that's what people aren't getting. And I think that's what's happening with the book clubs. And so I am trying to fix that desperately. That is you are what's happening with the book clubs is you don't understand. You can go to all of the book clubs, right? Like you don't understand that. And that's what I'm trying. And I've tried to say that. I even try to post it that day. Like, if you would like to come to this book club, yes, this is Coven Part 2. It really is. That's the part that people don't understand, and that's the part I'm fixing starting in September. There's going to be no more of that. We're reading this book, and we meet on this night for this book. And if you would like to join us, great. If you would like to just come for full moon gathering, great. If you would like to just come for the Sabbath celebration we have, great. We have an herb chat once a month. Sandy teaches classes. Sometimes we have a new moon. If I could fucking squeeze it in there, it just always seems like the last thing that goes. I'm always like, I cannot fit a new moon circle in here this month. So we still do all of that. You don't have to do any of it. Can do all of it. All of that. Okay. I think I've said it. It's almost like this is almost like a frequently asked questions video. Okay. And scene. All right, enough 5 Point Society for witches commercial. If you need more information, head over to my website. There's enough of that. We talked about that. Enough. Finalmente. Practicing my Italian. That's really all. Did I mention a certain passport arrived in the mail 2 days ago? Have I mentioned that the last passport is here? Have I mentioned that we have all of our plane tickets? Have I mentioned it? Have I mentioned it? Just saying. I'm just checking. Do you all know I'm going to Sicily? Have I told you lately? Have I talked about it today? I don't think I have. I have an Aperol spritz every day, like I'm fucking practicing. Leanne, you're still working on them tarot cards, painting them. I love that. I love that. That's such a good spiritual practice. That's like a really good meditation. It's great. The feed for the trip was hopping. Well, I have to tell you, my feed, which I really love, when you change your feed on that clock app, oh, bug, it's really good. Right now, my feed is a lot of Sicily, which is great. There's, my husband just gave me another guy to watch. I'm waiting for my green card in the mail. Passport is next. Green card? Green card? Wait a minute. My head hurts from that. What the fuck are you talking about? I do know I have a lot of Italy content on my... all of a sudden... Oh, that's me. That's my problem. I did that to you, Brie. Because I repost everything. Yeah. Oh, Tamala's like passport airline tickets. I know. I need that. That's all I watch. And my husband just sent me some guy that he just like traipses across Italy and or Sicily specifically and like eats food. I watch him now. It is me because I just repost it all. Oh, green card, medical card. Thank you. See, Penny just said herb card and I'm like, that didn't translate. Thank you for first my green card. I know. I was like, wait, what? See, my mother is not, she's a pilgrim. So that's a thing in my life. That's why when you say that, I'm like, don't know what you mean by that. I thought you meant the actual, I need to go to the consulate situation. I love that I have choices. I believe you're talking about group, and I love that you love that. Thank you. I appreciate you. I have to show you this thing my mother gave me. So my mother, I was up, and I was up a couple of weeks ago and I went to visit my mother and she was like, so the lady that I work for, she gave me like this going away gift. And I thought it was a good idea at the time. She was like, it's a mug warmer, like a coffee warmer. It's this funky little thing that you plug in that keeps your, does anybody have this thing? That keeps your, I mean, it's hideous. It's a hideous color. It's not even a good orange. It's like Tupperware orange. Not even. I wouldn't even say it's Tupperware orange. And is that the fill line there? Anyway, here. It's a funny little thing, right? Oh, here's another thing. Oh, this goes on top. I'm like, I was going to plug that in today. I was going to check that thing out. Does anybody have one of those things? Do they hate it? No, but you've looked at them. You have? Yeah. Oh, you're getting tickets to Salem today. Can you tell me when the dates of that are? What are the dates of that? Because that brings me back to Temple Fest. Oh, you know what? Don't say it. I don't like announcing things. I would like Salem to coincide with Temple Fest. Can I make a suggestion? I would like the Salem trip to coincide with Temple Fest. How do I change it? How do you change what? How do you change what? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you did? Fucking Leanne, hysterical. I'll message you. Okay. Mine is green. Oh, you have one. Do you like it? I didn't know if I was going to take the time. I mean, my whole situation is pink. It clashes a little bit, but do you like it? I mean, I do hate when my coffee gets cold. It does annoy the shit out of me. So as I sit here, we go to second cup too, mainly because my coffee's really cold and I just want to put more hot coffee in it. Oh, I would never pay. Amanda, that is like way too much. Oh, text me with the dates. Thank you. Oh, fucking thank you. Dates. I would like it to coincide with Temple Fest and the New York State Run Fair. I need to kill all of those birds with one stone the next time I go to New York. Those are the birds I need to kill all at once. Temple Fest. Send me. Oh. No, I'm not going to send it. It's too much trouble. Just use the fucking orange cup. I'm not that big of a baby. I'm just saying it could have been a better color. It's hideous. But if it works, I don't give a shit. I think that's fun, right? I'm going to try it. I'm going to plug it in. I use it when I camp. Oh, good call. We have Yetis. Yeti. We have those. I need to go to New York Ren Fair. I day tripped it once, but it was too much driving. Amanda, understood. We'll work that. We will definitely work that out when I'm up there. Because I got people. We have Erin. You will not be okay then for that. I'm thinking about you then. You know what we could do? Oh my God. We could dress you up like fucking Gaia herself, right? Like, we could dress you up like Gaia. Would be great. And you know who is a henna expert? And she could do your belly? Miss Erin. She is a henna artist, the likes of which you have never seen. Go look on her Evie Heartspace. Evie Heartspace, I believe, is the Instagram. Or you can look back at 3 Chicks and a Dragon. You should see. She's amazing. She had I'm going to tell the story. She's going to be embarrassed. When I opened my shop, I say my shop. When we opened our shop, I was also working at another shop. I was still working, right? Our shop opened. I'm still working, but it was all witch. It was all witch all day. And I was at the other shop. And I never, ever mentioned my shop at the other shop, ever, under any circumstances whatsoever. But we had somebody call and ask about henna. And everybody turned around and looked at me. And I was like, because of Erin. And I was like, well, I don't like to talk about, these things. But the woman she was in desperate need of help because she had gotten henna for her wedding and they fucked it up. And now she looked terrible. She looked terrible. Thank God when you fuck henna up, like when it's not good, it's not really, but there was enough stain for it to, she was freaking out. Obviously she was getting married like the next day. And yeah, it was bad. And she was wearing it was like one of these, things, strapless. It was a whole thing. And so Erin sat with this woman for, it had to be 8 hours, and fixed her and made her look spectacular for her wedding. You should see some of the shit she does. It's really good. Yeah, we'll make you look like a goddess. It'll be great. Kristen, add some Jenny Love flair to the cup. Oh, that's not a bad idea. It's a blank canvas. Kristen, that's not a bad idea. I like orange, but this is like salmon, bleh, right? It's like bleh. She saved the fucking day. You have no idea. You have no idea. She saved the day. Ooh, stripes is not a bad idea. Like this. Stripes, you say? Stripes, you say? So yesterday, I just want to reiterate, yesterday's taping is, and I have it over there, is Midsummer Milk Bath. Basically, it's the making of Midsummer Milk Bath, which, by the way, is now available on my website for home delivery. So if you would like your version, if you would like me to make your Midsummer Milk Bath, that is available on my website. I did put that up. More than one person said they were surprised I wore white. Mary. Nobody says that to a bride wearing white. Fucking hilarious. Oh, I just had like such a flashback of deja vu. Thanks, Annie Katie. Nobody says that. Okay, if I plan a trip, where are the best places to stay? I've never been. I don't know where. If you plan a trip, where? You left that part out, Angela. Salem, the Hawthorne. That's where I'll be staying when we go, without a doubt. She yells it because I'm goth, Jenny. Listen, I'm going to say, Miriam, I have no witness the goth. I witness the witch. You might have been gothy a long time ago, but see, I didn't know you then. You're like, to me, you're just such a witch. I don't know. It never comes in as goth. My mother refused to let me wear white for my second. My mother refused. That's a funny statement. On my second wedding. It's haunted. What's haunted? The Hawthorne. We know that. I did not. Do I have a picture? Here. I didn't know if I had one. I wore this green when Keith and I got married. That's the green I wore. But I picked that. And I had the kids wear white. I didn't know if I had a color picture of that. Yeah, I guess you do. Maybe you do. The original dress I ordered was in champagne, to be honest, and it looked terrible on my skin. Thank God they ordered the wrong size. Thank God, or I would have been fucking stuck with it. Yeah, I wear what I damn well please. And yes, the Hawthorne is haunted. Every time, Amanda's way more sensitive than I am. Oh, all right. All right. That's control, control, control. And she wanted to buy the dress. I know. My mother plays that game. That's why the second wedding she didn't have anything to do with. Because I don't want to hear about it. Absolutely nothing. She got an invitation. Not because I did not appreciate all of the planning and input and everything in the first one, but it also means you have a say, which I was not giving anybody a say, except for me and Keith. I wore red to my wedding. Well, it does bind, but the same way you have a vow is the same way you can undo a vow. You can undo a vow. I just like when people get married and then act like it's nothing in the witchcraft world. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? That's all. They act like it's not a thing. I'm like, have you heard the vows that you fucking recite in front of your people and out loud? I'm like, it's a fucking ritual and it's magic. And if you want to undo it legally by all means, but then undo it magically. Annulment. Think about what an annulment is. An annulment is a magical undoing of a fucking marriage. That's what you're doing. You're magically undoing it. You need to do it that way. Oh, thanks. It was a very pretty dress. Thank you. Yes, at the Hawthorne was where you heard bells, where there were no bells. You didn't care. I know. I understand. I have a aversion to control. That's all. It hurts my skin. That's all. It hurts my skin. Even when my 4-year-old tried to do it. You know what I'm saying? It hurts my skin when somebody's trying to, even if it's simple, like with money, I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's a control thing. Everybody always goes, oh, they're just being so nice. Just giving up all their money. I'm like, yeah, but that always comes with like a weird little caveat. I don't like it. My orbital things change. I couldn't foresee my orbital bone being broken. It was magic. I don't know. It was magical every single time. I'm not sure what that means. I'm lost, Bright Tear. Admittedly. I'd have to go back. There's too many comments. Oh, no, I understand that. Talking about divorce. Oh, I got you. Oh, right. Well, yes. Yes, I understand. Got it. Because you said you were married 4 times. Right. I got it. I understand. But it's my comment speaks to people in the witchcraft world acting like marriage is a piece of paper. I'm like, huh? Or when they ask you, I need to cut cords with the father of my child. Does the father of your child pick the child up every other weekend? Yeah. All right. We're not cutting any fucking cords here. I'm like, all right, hang on. They just see these, bonfires on TikTok and they're like, we would like to cut cords. And I'm like, okay, let's fucking wind here. Let's settle down. Are you guys divorced? No. I'm like, all right, listen. I don't know if you understand exactly how magic and energy works, but this is not how. Let's sit down and see how we can fucking undo this or fix this or deal with the system that you've created in the best way possible. Magic follows the path of least resistance. So what do we need to do? This guy needs to be happy and distracted so he can stop kicking you. How do we do that? We find him somebody else. What's that you say? Yes, we get him laid. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we work very hard to do in that instance. People go, really? I'm like, yeah. Then he'll shut the fuck up and he'll leave you. And then they come back to me like 6 months later, like, oh my God, it's awesome. You can think? You're welcome. Annie Katie, I joke that I wasted the good wedding on the wrong guy. Your husband is so sweet. You didn't waste it's not wasted. There's some lesson in it. You learned something. Leanne, I saw my grandparents' high school sweethearts and I always wanted that. Oh, that's cute. They were? Yeah. Nana Quilt says, I can't get away from first husband. We have 2 kids together. Right. Right. I was on the phone with my ex-husband 2 days ago talking about Picard. 2 days ago. Are you watching Picard? He's like, no, I don't have that channel. I'm like, listen, I know you don't like to spend money where you don't need to. I am here to tell you, you will love it. It will be worth every penny. Just fucking do it. Even if you just got to do the trial, binge it all weekend and put it down, just fucking do it. He's laughing. He's like, all right, I'm going to watch. I'm like, I don't want to give it away. See, you're going to cut cords. And at the time we got divorced, believe me, that would have been a thing you would have wanted to do. You can't do that. You can't. Have you seen Joe? We can't do that. Anyway, it's just energetically, it doesn't mingle well. You know, it just makes me laugh when people come to you and they're like, I want to cut cards. And you're just like, all right, let me see who this person is. Let's see how this is. Right? Lead him far away. There's ways that, I mean, really, he just needs an outlet for that shenanigans that you're trying to get away from. Never going to stop. So now you just need to direct it somewhere else. Just direct it somewhere else. Just go over there. Excellent. And you created a system. This is the system you've created. And now you have to work within the confines of that system. To the best of your abilities. Unless, you're willing to do some nefarious shit. That's a joke. YouTube, that's a joke. I performed a magical wedding yesterday with an Orisha offering by the bride. Gorgeous. I saw that you were on the beach. I did see that you made a comment that they weren't posting pictures yet, which I loved. And nefarious, say less. Fibonacci sequence. Is she flirting? She said nefarious magic. How was that? That seemed like that. You looked beautiful, by the way. You looked beautiful at the top of that sand dune. I love a good beach wedding. Mark's first wedding. You all, some of you, I drag my dear friend Mark through Salem every time we go to Salem. He's like, everybody doesn't understand that behind the scenes of every trip in Salem, there's a Mark. Mark's first wedding was on the beach. It was gorgeous. Gorgeous. It was like nothing else. It was a little cold. I do remember a little cold when we were out during the ceremony on the deck, but once it was beautiful. It was in Narragansett. I talked to one ex-boyfriend from high school. He's my husband's cousin. That's funny. Yeah, you look beautiful. It looked like it was a beauty day. It was a beauty day. So congratulations. Mark's the best. Yes, he is. 100. We have been friends. It's going to be 40 years. 40. I remember the day I met him. I do. and I was 15. So it's going on 40 years, sadly. It's the funniest thing. And there it is. We have never dated ever. Even in all of the years, all of the kids and things and girlfriends, boyfriends, drunk barbecue, whatever, like never, you know. So he's the best. He really is the best. So funny. Well, look at that, 59 minutes and 46 seconds, and my coffee's done. And this is a great segue to Second Cup over on the Clock app. I feel like we've had a good meeting today. I know anybody watching in the future is not giving a shit about anything we had to talk about. It was totally family. It was totally a family discussion today. So for those of you that did get it to the end and are interested in joining 5 Point Society, right now you can join as a monthly member. That is $13 a month. There is on my website, a little 5 Point Society explanation, monthly member, click. There's going to be some changes around here, partner, come September. That will be the next time I offer a year and a day study for new witches. And then we exist as a community. The rest of us witches, we meet, 4 or 5 times a month. You want more information? There's more information on my website, 5pointhermetics.com. Thank you very much for joining us for this edition of Pizza, Potions, and Prosecco. Today's blog will go up. My blog of the same name is appearing in Cyber Social on their website. I am a director over there contributing this blog, and I am going to put it on 5 Points Society for Witches. And the membership only, it's exclusive content, like a lot of our other shenanigans. So we will be going over to the Clock app for our second cup, our second shenanigans, our second chicanery conversation. Come on over. We'll see you over there. Thanks. Peace.